So, what movie has the dumbest premise but still somehow works? What's up, everybody? So, to answer that question, at least from my perspective, the first one that comes to mind is John Wick. I mean, even when I heard about what the premise was, I thought to myself, why is Neo killing his career? And by now, I've probably seen John Wick. It's been countless times. It's definitely been over 50 times. I would not be surprised if it's been closer to 100 at this point. But man, I remember when I heard about it, I remember talking to my friends and saying, this is it. He's done. You know, I didn't even know anything else about it, really. I saw like the trailer maybe once and then just got so fixated on what the premise was that I figured, all right, I'm not going to waste my time with this movie, which was unfortunate because I have been a Keanu Reeves fan since Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. So I thought, okay, well, this is his swan song, goodbye. And then a very, very, very good friend of mine who I trust his movie sense watched it and said, yes, you're right. The premise is stupid, but that movie is legit good. And so I finally checked it out and I was just completely blown away. Even at some point, the explanation as to why he just kind of goes on this murderous rampage because they killed his dog, it's explained in a pretty simple and elegant way, which in the end, if you think about it for more than 5 seconds, it's still dumb. But for the purposes of telling the story in the movie, it absolutely works. And if there's one thing that I've really appreciated that they've done in the subsequent sequels, especially in the third one, is like they're using it as a running joke almost, where in the third one it's Angelica Houston's character who says, "Oh Jesus, all of this over a dog," and then Keanu Reeves just kind of casually says, "It's about a little bit more than that." But it's one of those things where almost like Avatar in the sense of like the story has to be as simple as it possibly can, maybe even repetitive, but it's what we are doing within the movie. And again, I cannot stress this enough because I think it's been taken for granted. In the early aughts, in the early 2000s, when you have the Bourne movies, you have the Taken movies, action had taken this turn where it was, I'm gonna just say it was just low level. I understand from a movie perspective what they were trying to do with the fast editing, with the shaky camera and all of that. And that works at certain moments. But what you really want and mainly because that's kind of what we've been given and what we've been accepting of as an audience is we just want to see what is happening while at the same time feeling it. And John Wick adding the emotion of a puppy that is killed, you already feel a certain way about it. Add on top of that the death of his wife, and then add on top of it, the moral quandary that John Wick is experiencing by going back into a world that he thought he left behind. All of that just kind of converges from a story aspect, but of course, really, the whole reason why this is good is like we see what is happening. Like all the action is in camera. That really is Keanu Reeves doing those moves with the gun, doing those martial arts moves, the judo throws, the jiu-jitsu moves, all of that. And it was kind of like a breath of fresh air. It was something that we had once loved and appreciated, and then we kind of got into this other way of doing action with the shaky cam and the quick edits. But then when we came back to the in-camera action sequences, then we were like, we remember what we enjoyed so much about action movies. Anyways, those are my thoughts. What about you guys? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Smash that like button, give me a follow, and I'll see you guys next time.